Welcome back, Travel and Vino here. We are in Hanoi, Vietnam. So, oh boy, Hanoi. What do you think?
So there's really no words to explain how crazy, insane, overwhelming it is. It's a fabulous city, but it's large and there's so many people, so many scooters. It's just, and people are going 90 different directions all at the same time. You have to come and visit. I mean, there's just
Yeah,
no way to explain it. And we'll try and put some videos in here to when we were walking around just trying to capture it, but it's crazy trying to cross the street. And
yeah. There's really no way to describe it. I mean, you have to see it to believe it, and you have to experience it in order to understand. Uh, it's like drinking through a fire hose. It really is, and so it's a little bit overwhelming, and the sensory overload sometimes is it's just like it wears you out, to be honest. But what a great city! I agree. It was definitely interesting. It's not like some of the bigger cities we've been in recently in Asia, so it was very walkable. I
yeah,
thought.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely great neighborhoods to walk around.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of that during the. We were here for 2 weeks, so we just took off and walked everywhere for the first couple of weeks. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's the Westlake area, which is the nicer kind of where I guess expats stay around a lake. Lots of different little cafes there.
Yeah.
And then there's Old Quarter, that's where we enjoyed going the most, just because there's so much activity and there's Beer Street and
There's
it's
a lot
just
of restaurants
chaotic
in there.
and
Yeah.
shopping
Yeah.
and tons of just crazy over there.
Yeah, shops, restaurants, cafes, all of that's kind of over in the Old Quarter. And then right below the Old Quarter is French Quarter. Not as much stuff, fancier hotels and
It's definitely
cafes, but
you can tell that France has an influence here. So that's what you see there is the French style buildings. So they're really beautiful. But yeah, there's not as much to see and do there.
yeah. And then we stayed right south of the French Quarter in Hai Bay, Ha Ba Trung area.
I think so.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks.
We can put the name up there and
Yeah.
y'all can try and pronounce it.
No, it's a great neighborhood, and we had a really nice apartment building, and
Oh my gosh,
really
we
well
got
done.
spoiled on the apartment because they'd come and clean every day
Yeah,
and give us fresh towels, and we had a big bottle of water that they'd always replenish, and it was a studio, so a little bit smaller, but I mean they were so nice, and of course there was a great gym, and I always makes me happy.
yeah. So Lori spent a lot of time in the gym. Get away from me.
No.
I can't blame her. But no, it's a nice area. It's just a little bit too far. It's about a 30-minute walk into the Old Quarter, and we would recommend if you ever do come to Hanoi that you don't want to stay in the Old Quarter because it's just
Crazy.
insanity, and you probably want to pick, unless you're young and you like that stuff, great, but you want to pick somewhere like maybe the French Quarter or around the Old Quarter near the 5-10 minute walk would be preferable probably. You'll enjoy that a lot more, I think. But
Definitely,
we were just a little bit too far away in this area, but I would still highly recommend. This area is nice. Lots of more professional buildings, I guess, or apartments, and this was a serviced apartment. So anyway, it was
Fabulous.
a lot of fun. So yeah, there's a lot to do around here. So
Oh yeah. So do you want to talk about Train Street?
Train
That
Street.
was the
So
most entertaining.
everybody's seen it on Instagram probably, and but when you come here, you just got to go and experience
So
it.
touristy, but yeah,
it's-
so worth it. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are ushering you into their little cafe or what have you, and trying to get you set up before the train comes, and they know
Moving
exactly.
you back as soon as
Yeah.
it comes. So
Yeah, so they're all there and they're all ready to help you, but it's very touristy. But you got to come and do it if you come to
definitely a
Hanoi.
must.
So
Yeah. But then there's the prison.
we did go
And
see that. Yeah.
That was definitely interesting to see, just because it's the American war here,
Yeah.
and just to see their perspective on things was interesting.
I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. They didn't look at it as they maybe I'll cut that out because I'm not sure I want to talk about that. But I mean, they didn't look at it as they saw it as, you know, their independence type movement. So,
Yes.
and they'd been fighting independence for 100 years. But anyway,
So that was interesting. And then Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, we saw that. And
that's a lot of government buildings here. A lot of you know, a lot of the police and military type institutions here in Hanoi. But I think Ho Chi I may be wrong about this, but I think Ho Chi Minh is actual capital. I could be wrong.
I think that's right.
I'll have to double check that. Fact check. So yeah, that was, you know, that was interesting. I mean, you know, walking around, we couldn't go in because we weren't dressed appropriately, but you do have to wear, you know, cover your shoulders and your knees and a lot of the sites here. So just be prepared for that. If you bring something to cover up, that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, any of the temples, pagodas, and then anything Ho Chi Minh.
Yep.
I mean, he was so loved. So anything of his that you go and visit, you definitely have to cover. So just a respect thing. But
what were some of the other excursions that you can do out of Hanoi? We didn't do all of them.
A lot of day trips that you can take. Yeah.
We did the cruise, and we have a separate video on that. So if you're interested, you can go check out our cruise experience in Ha Long Bay. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was definitely fun.
What other?
Well, you could go to Sapa, which is the mountains.
Oh yeah.
And that is a little bit further away, so that probably would be an overnight stay, but that would probably be definitely worth it.
Yeah.
And then there's the Ha Giang Loop.
Yeah.
That is, everybody gets a motorcycle, and it's just a big loop around Vietnam.
The northern part of Vietnam, yeah. So
supposed to be gorgeous. I mean, next time we come back,
we'd like to do it.
We're just
not. We're not quite comfortable on a scooter yet.
Yeah, but you can either do it yourself, or you can actually hire a driver, and they'll do it around there also, which is kind of cool. So, but you know, then you can go to Da Nang, which is not that. I guess you can go all the way down the coast. So you could do little stops all the way down.
You could do that. That would be fun, kind of road trip if you're into cycling or even you know, touring.
Yeah.
So.
And then there's little islands, Cat Ba and Ninh Ba, that are 2 to 3 hours from here. So, you know, obviously leave early, but you could definitely make it a day trip.
Yeah.
And those are just supposed to be beautiful. We saw Cat Ba off of the Ha Long Bay cruise that we did. Yeah. So we did get to see part of that. But it's so walkable, and there's so many things to see here that we just decided not to do any additional day trips while we were here. And then, just a totally different feel, I feel like, from Da Nang. Da Nang was definitely a vibey, the beachy, laid back. And then here, a lot of cooking in the alleyways and little cafes, and just a totally different feel.
There's not an alleyway that doesn't turn into a cafe at some point in time, or a restaurant or meal. So that was interesting.
There is one interesting thing, though, that we did notice, and I'd read about it beforehand, and then we actually got to see it, but they use little plastic chairs like preschool with the tables and the little chairs, and it's because the police will come around every so often and make them get everything off of the sidewalk. You're not supposed to have anything on the sidewalk, but everybody is on the sidewalk. I mean, every coffee shop, and really seriously, there's restaurants in the alleyways, and they have little tables set up, but if they see the police come in, it's easy to stack and light, and they can clean up super fast and get it away before the police come. So we did actually get to see that one time when we were here, and so I guess it is really a thing. So
there's more scooters on the sidewalk than anything. I mean, most of the time you had to walk in the street because all the scooters were parked on the sidewalk.
It's not orderly, and they go the wrong way down streets, and you know, you just. We prayed a lot when we walked, and you just go. I mean, you just look for a tiny opening, and then you just walk and do not stop, because if you do, they'll hit you.
If you stop, you throw everything out of
Don't hesitate.
whack, and you know, next thing you know, you're causing a traffic jam or a problem. So
it was definitely crazy.
So yeah, I mean, that was Hanoi. I don't have anything else on Hanoi, do you?
No, we loved it. It was a great city, and we head off actually tomorrow to go to Japan. So then we get a month there, and we'll bring you some additional videos. But yeah, we enjoyed our time in Vietnam, and we're kind of sorry to see it go. But but cheers.
Cheers.